Fairies. Such innocent times. I remember how the fairies sometimes got wind of our approach and would try to hide their treasures. Fairies, dwarves, they all think alike. I must search the nooks and crannies of this village, leave no stone unturned. What do you see? I must be careful now. These fools dared stand in our path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. What see you, old friend? Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I've always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched downhill. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. They will attack on sight here. Guide me. Sign of Asa or Calder. Only these cute and buffoons who stand in my way. They should run. But they won't. train someone. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. The dead stack up. For these misspells, Ragnarok came early. Ace's spear, abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar. For Baldur's sake. They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Ace's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate fiend! I wish all the Asir could see you now. Put up more of a fight. Suther will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. But I will make sure he knows the truth. Ha! loyalty, full and true.
That fulfills
Weak. Oh, frail. What happened?
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun? Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Salakar.
I'll be with you shortly.
They may try us with fire, but little do they know.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutinga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malviga care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Sutinga's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled, tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinga wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Sutinga is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Sutinga didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here. Sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malviga.
It's a deal.
They may try us with fire, but little do they know what fires these hands have endured.
Giant
And
killer.
Asa!
Keep it down.
Why not?
She will bear the
feel
brunt
sorry
of
for
her
Giant.
fury!
Remember?
Girls have never followed her father into Svartalfheim.
surveying the area, Sunan? This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lom. Or whatever they called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Might as well give up, you one-eyed fart!
Try to die well.
Take long. The most merciful of all the Asir. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigar is at the den to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Look me in the eye and meet your fate as a warrior should.
Please. Just make it quick.
Getting heavy soon. She is a worthy foe. We'll find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. If the Salaka rejects Malvigor, then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy. views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then... there is the dam. But this tempest... it is unnatural. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and... these rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? Have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Javi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
You die!
Come! Inflict a fate worse than death on me! Or die trying! Something similar when he and I fought. I assume he learned it from you.
Nothing. Whatever stone was here has been carefully...
I'll get to the portal! Watch for my lead!
Tried something similar when he and I fought. I assume he learned it from you.
Nothing. Whatever stone was here has been carefully removed. No scratches, no scorches. So it was not taken by Muspel hands.
End my misery!
When I was a child.
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. And I would rob the fairies. Such innocent times. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about this Alligar. Perhaps Hirokin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. An Ivaldi. Maybe he still lives in one of the other shelters. I must seek him out. When I was a child, my brothers and I would rob the fairies. Such innocent times. I remember how the fairies sometimes got wind of our approach and tried to hide their treasures. Fairies. must search the nooks. When I was a child, my brothers and I would rob the fairies. Such innocent times. I remember how the fairies sometimes got wind of our approach and would try to hide their treasures. Fairies, dwarves, they all think alike. I must search the nooks and crannies of this village, leave no stone unturned.
Nice to see you.
Need to get on the other side. The other side will be barred. I need your eyes, my friend. This shows promise. Yeah! Cast about this land, my friend.
Happy? I was starting to worry you may have met with resistance.
Those who resist me are not long for this world.
Indeed. And we are not short of foes in this area, so I'd be glad for your company. Come, my workshop is close.
Here, Einar, your sunstone. This is where you worked before the Muspels invaded.
One sight of many, indeed. When the Muspels took Uldar, captured Fritjofr, and my niece.
Tira.
Yes. I returned to the city, worked with the Sons of Evildy, but
just not to draw attention here.
I allowed myself to be captured, offered my services to Glotch.
To rescue your son. There's more to you than meets the eye, Master Einar.
As you can see, it's been some time since I was last here. Now, if I may ask, what does the High One of Asgard seek in Svartalfheim?
My motive is not so different to your own. A son to rescue. To do so, I believe I need the relic, though to what end remains a mystery.
I see. So you're not here to save dwarf kind?
If butchering Muspels in my path aids your cause, then I will not deny you my gifts.
You are most generous.
It has been said, yes.
Damn it all to Helheim!
What? What is it?
Havi, forgive me.
What? Do you fail me, Einar?
The Sunstone must endure incredible heat for me to render it into a new form. My instruments are no longer capable. I'm sorry.
Give it to me. I have the means to endure any heat.
Of course. When the process is complete, the Sunstone will shine brightly. Bring it to me then, and I shall finish what you have begun.
Big words from one so small. It will be done. subject myself to the kind of heat that would kill me. Now, to subject myself to the kind of... to subject myself... myself to the kind of heat that would kill all but a Muspel. This had better work. If this is an elaborate deception, Aina's death will be considerably more simple.
I'll finish you!
How did you... I know better than to ask.
Do you have what you need now?
Yes, I believe so. Let me see... Ah! Still hot.
Will this work? Aina.
Sorry. I've only ever read about this in the ancient scriptures. I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Can you get me into the vault or not?
I believe so. But Claude is no fool. He'll surely have made preparations.
Let me worry about Claude.
As you wish. Now, if all has gone to plan, Fridtjofer and Tira will be in position by the time you arrive within Uldar's old city, the great cavern at its heart.
And you?
I must catch my breath and calm my nerves, but I will join you there as soon as I can.
See that you don't fail me.
Have I thus far? I'll do as I've promised. The vault will be yours. Yeah!
Eat any good mice lately?
I should not be seen in this area.
Zulin.
Stop right there! Worms take you!
Skihti tahan! Tekist meidät tätä reikin kohta!
Leave! You can't help! Don't hang around here.
Kom du!
They will sing our song, brother. We shall bring sword toward... Go! Go! They can stop you!
Hei! Rifsimmer!
Einar said Frithjof and Tira would await me somewhere beyond these gates. My eyes. Guards here are vigilant.
Ready for anything.
Die!
So in a way, I was right.
Yeah, I'm on ffordd.
Finally, you made it.
Careful. That sounded like you doubted me for a moment. What of your eyes? Are they mended?
Getting there. Recovering. Thank the gods.
You're welcome. Now then, show me what to do with this augmented sunstone.
Einar?
Alive, last I saw, but old and slow. We must begin without him.
Be gone from here, please! Leave us be!
Any trouble?
Do you know what must be done?
My father's.
Surely it cannot be so simple.
No. This mechanism... what was it? I think yes. We need more light to converge here, on this spot.
Leave it to me. Stay out of sight. Yet, the sunstone hungers. More light is needed.
Leave us alone.
It is working! Ina was right. The sunstone must be satisfied. The relic will be mine.
The vault of the ancients.
Bloody hell.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What is wrong? Why isn't it opening? Is there something wrong with the mechanism?
Yeah, about that. I'd feel a lot more confident if my father was...
Help! Get to work. I'll stretch my fighting arm.
Get behind if you can!
Kill the dwarf!
Keep the dog chasing its tail.
took you long enough. By Ymir's armpits, what are you doing here, you one-eyed shitbag?
Seeking a relic. It's somehow grown more wrinkly and ill-tempered since I last saw it.
Fuck off. Looking for this, I'd wager.
The mighty relic!
Piece of junk. I took out all the good stuff already.
What? Then we shall take our leave.
Quickest way out is through the front.
You look like you've been to Helheim and back.
Claude may be a mongrel bastard, but he knows how to torture a dwarf, that's for sure.
What do we have here? The High One. Stealing again. How unbecoming. And with his little friends. My stepson takes his mongrel eyes off you for 1 second. And look at this mess. To think his father expects him to rule Muspelheim one day.
Oh no, no. She's one of the bad ones.
She's nothing. But she has Thrieg's blood on her hands, and must pay. Find another way out.
The way we got in! Quick!
Get to the shelter. I'll see to her.
Promises.
Give me my stuff!
give you is death! If you're going, fight! Fight! Like an old hen! You never fail to disappoint! Your anger makes you clumsy! Did you care for Balder's mother?
Had it been an honest fight, Frigg would have bested you. That's right, you mewling quim! Run back to Suther!
The shelter. I must speak with Valdi.
You! Leave! You have no business here!
Please! Don't be seen here!
Be gone from here! Please!
You are always welcome. Please go.
A sight.
Did you end her? She escaped. Come, I've been cooped up long enough. Of all the faces I left behind in Asgard, yours is the last I expected to see. You sound disappointed. I'd have preferred you sent a buxom Valkyrie.
wearing nothing more than a mischievous smile.
And carrying a barrel of the good stuff.
Now you're talking, but when I saw you in the palace, through Glod's portal, well, I knew you'd come for me. Thank you.
Anything for a friend.
My gentle jailer rescuing me from a far worse jail. It's almost poetic.
You dwarves never did understand poetry.
The sky is high, wood is good, and Harvey is still an arsehole. How is that for poetry, you miserable shit?
About as good as you smell. Now, I have a use for you.
Harvey has a use for me. Words to chill the blood. Still, you know we dwarves give nothing away for free.
Do you breathe fresh air, or the stench of Glod's torturers?
Keep your eye in its socket. What will you have me do?
Wait.
What?
Vermin. Thief. Face me!
Be warned! I will finish what you start!
Stay away, beast! The age of fools begins with your death! I shall have your head, and present it to Lord Sarkar! have your head and present it to... I shall have your head and present... I shall have your head and present it to Lord Sparta! Stayed away, beast! The age of Muspels begins with your death! What did you do to my son? None shall survive!
my son! Sutur stole my son. Now I have killed his. A small step towards justice.
Wish you had let me get a few kicks in. Bastard almost ate me once.
Then it is over? The Muspels will be in disarray.
Not while Surtur is in power.
Tell me more of the relics, and what you did with them. What happened in the vault?
What do you think? Glod tortured me, commanded me to revive the relics, then extract their magic so that Surtur might use it in some way.
And you could not?
How fucking dare you? Of course I could, but not for a shit like him. Of course, Glod was too dim to see that I was dispelling the magic rather than storing it. And as soon as I knew you were coming, I gutted the relics, rendered them useless. So no mighty weapon for that prick Surtur.
It is unwise to underestimate such an enemy. But you were short-sighted, Ivaldi. I could have made good use of that magic.
Well, if it's items of power you seek. During my imprisonment, I heard rumors. Surtur is building something. Something small, yet very, very potent. And highly valuable to him. So valuable that if it were to fall into your hands, you might do some real damage here, I think.
That is intriguing.
I will seek out wisdom on the subject. More ancient and advanced than even my own. But first I must equip myself with some decent tools. Starting with a hammer and maybe a chisel or two.
There is a dam in the north of Vamgrin. Huge bloody thing. Almost completely frozen over.
I know of it.
South of the dam, there is a workshop. Perhaps it remains in good order. When your travels are complete, you will find me there.
I will come when I'm ready.
Here to help on here. How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit? I'm in trouble.
Little...
Shocking. Very shocking. Utterly useless.
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutter invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. The war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Sutter devoured the elves' immortal light, Huga by Huga. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugars does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutter, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
I know the place. Home to the most ill-tempered shits imaginable.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Langren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if it's already here.
can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
You shouldn't be here.
Do I look like I got time for small talk?
Charming.
So many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Augur.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, but he's chief when the masters ain't here.
So much shit.
Here's to lend a hand. You're not welcome here.
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakland.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit? You are always welcome. How can so many starving dwarves produce so much?
3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brokkr, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special mead?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen.